Hello guys, welcome to another video of mine. So today we are going to discuss about the SAT algebra actually specifically. And as you can see, this is a difficult level hard question. So yeah, let's not talk too much and get to our main topic. So today our question is going to be about two lines where it says line L is defined by 3y plus 12x equals to 5 and line N is perpendicular to line L, the xy plane. What is the slope of line N? So that's our question here. So let's figure out what is the information that they're asking for. They're asking for the slope of line N. And what is the another information that we have been given? We have been given the equation of line L and another information which is line N is perpendicular to line L. These two are the only information that we have been given and they want the slope. So always remember when the question is about slope and perpendicular, remember, and you have been given two equations, remember that the slope of those two equations can only be perpendicular when their slope when their slope the multiplication of their slope is equals to -1. So what am I saying is that let's say the slope of line L, um, here you go. Let's say the slope of line L is going to be m of L. Okay, I hope you can see that. Let me change the font size. So yeah, now you can. I hope you can see that now. So yeah. So let's say um the slope of line L is m of L. And if you multiply the slope of line L with the slope of line N, which is going to be m of N, it is going to be equals to -1. Okay, so what am I saying is that the slope of line L and slope of line N is equals to -1 only when when they're perpendicular to each other. And since we have been already given the information that line N is perpendicular to line L, it means their slope is going to be equal to -1. Okay, we know this one first. Okay, this is our first clue from this equation. So that's it. Now what they're looking for, what we're looking for is here is the slope of line N. And we know the slope of line N is m of N. So from this equation, if we can just figure the value of m of L and divide it with -1, we can easily figure out the value of m of N. Okay, so you have to remember that. So what we have to do right now, we have to figure out the value of m of L here. So let's figure out the value of m of L. So in order to do that, what we're going to do, we are going to figure out the value of m of L from this equation 3y plus 12x plus equals to 5. So let's do that. So let me copy the equation from here and put it here. Okay. So there we go. So I hope we all know how to find out the slope of a linear equation. So I'm not going to do a lot from here. What I'm going to do, just divide the whole equation. So in order to do that, we all know in order to figure out the slope of this equation, what we're going to do, we're going to separate the value of 3 of y first. Or let's say at the end, we're going to separate the value of y on one side and everything else on the other side. So that's what we're going to do. So in order to do that, we are going to put equals to 5 minus 12x. That's it. And what I'm going to do here is that y equals to y equals to 5 minus 12x divided by 3. Okay, that's it. So that's what we're going to do here. So from this equation, so what is the value of slope? Do we know that? Not yet. We still don't know that. What we're going to do here, we're going to separate the value of 5 by 3 minus 12x. Separate them. So what is going to be turned out like? So now it's going to be like y equals to two values from here. Okay, 5 by 3 negative 12x by 3. That's it. Okay, that's it. So why did we do that? So from this equation, now what we can do is, if we compare this equation with the equation we are like our ideal equation of the ideal linear equation, we can easily figure out the value of m from here. So what is the ideal equation from the linear one? It is y equals to m of x. That's our ideal equation for the linear one. So from here, what we know is m is the value of slope. So we can easily say that y equal to m of x plus c, right? So what we can figure out, if we are to write the same equation, we have to compare this one with this one. We can easily figure out that plus c is equals to here is 5 by 3, but we need to find the value of m. So what is m? M has to be equal, m has to be with x, right? So what is going to here is like the value except the x, everything else is part of m, slope. Everything else here except the x is part of the slope. Okay, so so what is going to be the slope? The slope is going to be minus 12 by 3, not the x, only negative 12 by 3. Okay, that's it. So from here we can easily write that m of, there we go, m of n is equals to negative 12 by 3. 12 by 3, that's it. So that's our value for m of n. Okay, so and we all know that if you were to divide 12 by 3, 12 over 3, what is going to be equals to 4. That's it, as easy as that, right? So now we have 5, and now we have the value of m of n, which means the slope of the linear equation line L. So now if you were to substitute this value m of n with negative 4, what is it going to be like? Let's give it a, I'm just adding the parentheses just to separate the whole thing. That's all. So now we can just, now we have the value of negative 4, negative 1. Now all we have to do is like divide the whole thing. So what is it going to be like? Take negative 4 on the other side, negative 4. So what is going to be like? Negative negative plus equals to, sorry, there we go, 1 over 4. 1 over 4. That's it. So that's our answer. Oops, sorry, I just made a mistake. It has to be like the m of l actually, not m. M of l, and we will substitute the value. It's the same thing. Just I just had to rename the whole thing. That's all there is. But it's the same answer. Okay. So m of n equals to 1 by 4, which means the slope of line L is equals to 1 by 4. I hope you all got that. How I answered the question. Okay. So that's it. That's for the day. I hope you all understand. And if you don't, just hit us some comments. Let us know what you didn't understand, and we will just let you know. That's it. And still you didn't understand, then feel free to read the college board answer that we have been given from the college board. Feel free to you read that and learn whatever you want. That's it. You have all the alternatives for you. So okay. So that's it. See you in the next video.